Hi, in this demo, I want to show how to dynamically load the correct logo or picture inside your document. So we have an account called Rhino Cars, and this account is our main account. It's our company account actually. So we have multiple logos in our company. One is a lightning bolt, and the other one is the PDF Butter logo. So when the source is web, and the other one is called other. We link these. These have the same name. That's for our example. These have the same name as big list inside our opportunity. So our opportunity lead source will decide on which logo we should use. So it's or the web or other. So for all the rest, we can of course imagine the same thing. How do we do that? First, let's start off with a document. We have a document. In the header of that document, we have a picture placeholder. You can download this picture placeholder from our website. So go to Get Started here on the Get Started, and then you can download the picture placeholder from here directly. Why I use this picture placeholder? Because it's very small, and it really shows that it's an empty hole that has to be replaced by something dynamically. This picture placeholder, you have to give it a certain name. I call mine the brackets, the square brackets, always with the same PDF Butler merge fields. You can have this selection here by just going to the picture, and this there is a checkbox here that says show this selection window or not. Okay, so I've given it a certain name, and now I can start using that and filling that. Okay, so now we just have to select the correct picture from Salesforce first to show. How do we do that? Let's first start off with writing an before actionable. So recreate a before actionable from inside your web component here inside the developer console. And in this before actionable, I select the lead source from my opportunity, as you can see here, and add to the input map this lead source as the variable called logo title. So this variable now shows very easily that or can be used in queries from now on. So 2 lines of code, and we can really now start playing around adding variables for our queries. That's one step. Next step is let's go and look at the queries. Let's start with the docconfig. And we have our docconfig for the picture by data. Okay, there are 2 data sources linked, as you can see, and there is one that has a SOCL one. So this is to select the correct picture. Let's take a look at that one. Take some time to load this. Let's try that again. Okay, so it was a little hitch in Salesforce. As you can see, this is a default Salesforce screen, but here we have a specific query that we have written. So this query I will put inside the text for our YouTube movie, but you can see it's linked directly to the it's 001, so it's an account. It's linked directly to the account I was talking earlier. It's our Rhino Cars account. Using files is the best practice in Salesforce. Step away from any new developments that use attachments or documents, because this is the old stuff, and I feel that, or we feel that Salesforce is moving away from that. So move to files as much as possible. So and a file is best when it's linked to a certain object in Salesforce. In this case, it's linked to an account. As you can see here as well, we filter on the title of the content of the file that we have with the logo title that we got, that we filled in. So the variable that we filled in from our Apex code. So this is this part here that I say the logo title has to be the lead source. So this query will select one record and will select the record with the correct title from our Rhino cars list of files that we have here. Okay, cool. That's one item. So this is not a picture list yet. So that's why you have to create a child data source here. Same thing here. Create a child data source. Make sure the parent query field is filled in correctly, so we can really make sure we only select this one child and not multiple childs. Make sure you have this, again, this linked entity ID here with the with your account linked to it. And of course, yeah, some complex looking query, but you can just copy paste that from the notes I will put into the YouTube channel. The image name doesn't matter here. The image source has to come from files, of course. Our parent is filled in automatically. So this stuff, yeah, you can really just reuse. This is actually the field from the parent that will be used to make sure that we only use the pictures or the files that are selected by the parent record. So, okay, we have our data sources. Now let's move on to the doc.config. Let's take a look. I have it open. So we upload our document here. So that's our very simple document. We add our data sources. As you can see, these data sources are nested. So we know that we will get the right ones. And we just add one config type. Very simple. We say that we want logo 1. We want a type picture. There is only one data source of picture list, so we will select that one. It's called logo 1, and I want to scale the pictures actually by the height. The height must be fixed, so there's some scaling thing that can happen here. So that's all we have to do. When that is done, we can actually go to opportunity. Let's take a look. The opportunity details indicate that it's lead source web. So lead source web would result in our logo from PDF Butler. Okay, click the button. So yeah, document is already generated. It's really fast. And you see indeed that it's the logo from PDF Butler. Okay, that's cool. Now, of course, let's make sure it all works. Let's change this logo into other. Save it. Okay, click the button again. So takes half a second to generate the document. And see, now we have the other logo that's linked to other. So yeah, seems that everything was looking great. So we are there now. We can generate documents depending, or we can select pictures depending on data on our main record. Okay, thank you for watching.